So today I'm going to glaze this mug. I threw it on the wheel and put the handle on, and then I slip trailed some trees on it and added a leaf on the handle here and a leaf on the handle there. I've bisqued it to 04 and I've wiped it down. And so now I'm going to start glazing it and thought you might like to come along with me. So I'm going to glaze the inside with Peacock from Mako. Now, if something is really big, I'll do the pouring inside and then, turn it around and let it drip out. But I just find that I personally have more control when I brush the glaze on the inside as well. And it takes more time, I know, because I do the 3 coats for sure. Mako Peacock. It's a really pretty color. So I've pivoted my brush, which means that I've wet it and squeezed the excess water out of it. And what I'm going to do is just start painting. And you want to be generous with the glaze. As soon as you feel friction between your brush and the piece, you need to reload your brush. I'm using these fan brushes that I have from Amazon, and I will leave the affiliate link in the notes. I like them because they don't shed. Okay, that's coat 1, and I'll do 2 more coats in there. So I've glazed the inside 3 times with Mako Peacock. Now I'm going to put a band here of Mako's wrought iron. Now, I've done this combination before. I just went and tried to find the pot to show you, but I just realized I put it in the store already. So I'll try and find a photo that I can just plug in here so you can see it. I liked how it turned out. There were just some things that I wanted to change for these mugs. So yeah, anyway. So I'm just going to put 3 coats of this wrought iron here. To about there. I like this wrought iron. It's matte, and then it has just like little bits here and there of shiny. Okay? Just like that. I got some glaze on the bottom, so I just wiping it off. I love these sponges. They're from Amazon, and I'll leave the affiliate link down below. But they come in like a pack of 12 or something. But I really like them. Any sponge is gonna, they don't fall apart so fast as like the rectangular square ones, but any sponge is gonna disintegrate because pottery is abrasive, right? Anyway, usually when a piece is in its greenware state, I'll carve my signature on the bottom. But I forgot, it happens. So then when I forget, I just use my underglaze which, yeah, I guess I have an affiliate link for these bottles too, and I love them. I have underglaze in there, and I'll just sign it with the underglaze. Two little leaves for my nephews. And I'll let that dry and be back. Okay, I'm back. So what I'm going to do is apply latex to the bottom of my mugs. I'm not a real wax fan. I mean, of course I'll use wax when I need to, but I am loving the latex. So this is my brush, and I'm going to pewit it. So it's got water in it, taking the water out. A little bit of soap. Get soap in there. Just kind of get it out as much as you can with your hands. And then this latex I also got off of Amazon, link below. And I will just apply the wax to the bottom. Now I just put this underglaze on here, so I'm going to pat this latex on, not brush it on, so that I don't smear what I did with the underglaze. Okay, and once that's dry, then I can brush the complete bottom with the latex. I could probably do this one now, so. The beauty of this latex is that if you get it on any other part of your mug, all you have to do is peel it off. You don't have to bisque the thing to burn the wax out and then start again. You just peel off the latex, and it's a beautiful thing. Okay, I'll be back. So now I'm going to move on to the next color. I'm going to use Mako's Emerald. I really love this green. Super nice. And I'm going to use, you can see these brushes come in different sizes. I'm going to use this medium one. And I'm going to do like a wavy, bit of a wavy line, right, covering the tops of the trees. And then come down here and just overlap the wrought iron a little bit. Should bring it closer here. So you can see there's no friction between the piece and my brush. If there's friction, then you're just not getting enough on. Something like that. And I'm going to do some in here on the handle. Then I'm going to take my sumi brush and do the leaves. One moment. Sumi brush, link below. And I'm going to do the leaves, emerald green as well. I don't worry too much about getting really picky about whether the color overlaps on a different part, or because sometimes it's just the charm of pottery that you don't have definite lines. I think, but and then this leaf here. And I will do all those parts 3 times. Come on, get in there. Okay. All right. Let's give it a double check, make sure I've got everything covered. Yeah. All right. So I'll do that 2 more times. Now I'm going to apply my next glaze, which is Mako Glacier, which is another celadon. They call them ice glazes, but they're basically celadon type. Oh yeah, I just wanted to show you this. This is the brush that I used for waxing. And because I put that soap in it ahead of time, I was able to wash it with hot water and nothing stuck in it. It's really nice, that latex. I like using that. Okay, I'm going to use one of the smaller brushes out of that fan package and apply this glacier on the top now, overlapping the emerald. Okay, and like I said, I'm not too fussy about picky lines. I like it that, I mean, not all the time, but in this case, I like it when the lines are blurred and a little bit messy. Okay, put it there. All right, so I'll do that on each cup 3 times. I know it looks really messy, but it'll look good when it's out of the kiln. Okay, so I've just done the 3 coats of the glacier now, and it's still drying, but I don't need that to be fully dry to move on to my next step, which is I would like to put some Mako Northern Woods in places on the trees. It's very, very dark. It's actually quite a splotchy sort of ice glaze, and I'm not really keen on it on its own, but when you put it on emerald green, it's really, really lovely. So I'll just kind of dab it on here and there. I don't think, I probably would get better effect if I put 2 coats on, but I don't think I'm going to do it. We'll just see how this works out. It's going to be nice no matter if I do 2 coats or not. So, and that's my Sumi brush. These brushes are great because they actually, even though they're loaded, they come to a bit of a point every time, and yeah, they're really, really nice. And I'll put some here on this leaf and on this leaf. All right, so I'll do that to the next cup and be back for the last step. Okay, last step. So this is Mako, and this is actually kind of funny because I didn't plan for this whole mug to be Mako, but it is. Light flux. And if you, flux is a mover. So I would like to have some movement in these glazes. I'm using the Sumi brush again. And because Celadon's ice glazes, they actually don't move. So the light flux will run down the cup a little bit and give it some movement, which is really nice, I think, anyway. So what I'm going to do is put a thick band around the top. And I'll do that twice. And then I'm going to put another band here, a broken band. Yeah, and I'll do that 2 times on each mug. And then it will be, and then, well, it has to dry overnight because there's a lot of glaze on there. And tomorrow I'm loading the kiln. And it will be a slow cool program where the 5th segment is augmented to 2190 and with a 5-minute hold. And it'll be on a cookie just in case there's a lot of dripping, which I don't anticipate because I don't get dripping with that program, that firing program. But you just never know. It's a crapshoot with pottery. That's why it's unique, handmade, right? I just want to show you here then that, now this would burn off, this latex, but you can just peel it off, which is kind of fun. And which makes it really nice for when you want to do any kind of resist work on your pottery. You don't have to worry about that dripping of wax going anywhere. You can just use this latex and then peel it off. All right, so we together will see how this comes out in a couple of days. Here, and I've made a tutorial on glazing these, which I will edit and upload to YouTube. But this is the result. So this mug is done with 370 clay. And then I slip trailed the trees on it and added the leaves. Inside has 3 times peacock. Outside has 3 times Mako wrought iron, And then emerald going over the trees and down past, like overlapping the wrought iron. And then glacier blue here from Mako. And then northern woods, little splotches of Mako's northern woods to give some depth to the trees. And then 2 times Mako light flux and 2 times Mako light flux in between the trees. Gorgeous. Beautiful. So if you want to see how that was glazed, I'll be putting that glaze-a-long up shortly. I am happy with that. Here's the other one. Ooh, look at that. I got a little bit of crawling. But nice, super nice.